Welcome to Northern Paints. In this sequence I'm going to talk about Cemprover. Cemprover is an interbonder that's been specially formulated so it's compatible, 100% compatible with SnowSem paint. So, when do you use Cemprover? Well, mostly you won't need to use it, but there are some circumstances where it's a great advantage, I would say almost essential, to use the interbonder. So what are those circumstances? Well, first of all, there can be surfaces which are dusted. You'll know those because when you put your hand across the surface, it will come off dusty. And Cemprover will then bind up those surfaces. There are other surfaces where you've got such porosity in the surface that the water in SnowSem is actually pulled out of the mix and goes into the surface. This means that SnowSem doesn't have enough water to hydrate properly and get strong. Of course you can always wet it down and add water, but the Cemprover is a way of avoiding that issue. And there are other circumstances where it's useful, and you can always ask for technical advice depending on your particular problem. For example, you might have small residuals of existing paint. You may have a paint which is not completely compatible with SnowSem, and this does overcome those problems. So it gives you a surface, almost irrespective of what the surface is like or what it's finished with, gives you a surface that you can apply SnowSem to. Now, I'm going to use it on a ratio of 1:1. That's 1 part water, 1 part Cemprover. So I've got a bucket here. I'm just going to put in a measured quantity of 1 litre of water. And here a measured quantity of 1 litre of Cemprover. I'm taking my mixer and I'm just going to mix it for 1 minute. My Cemprover has been mixed for 1 minute, it's ready for use. So this is the surface which I'm going to treat. This surface doesn't actually have anything wrong with it, I'm just using it for the demonstration. Be careful not to overload the brush or you'll get drips. So we simply apply the product to the surface with simple brush strokes, wetting the surface down. You can see the surface grain, which means I'm getting the coverage. Some more over here. So it's very easy to apply. Try to avoid runs. And we just let that sit. Now, a good technique, if you've got a very porous surface, is to apply 1 coat and let it dry completely. But in all cases, it's good to have a coat that is applied and left to go slightly tacky. And at that stage where it becomes slightly tacky, that's a good time to apply your SnowSem. So, very simple to use, just mix and apply. And by the way, you can spray apply it, but of course you really should wear a mask. Not this particularly toxic, it's just that, that's a safety precaution.